We're at the Langley Field Speedway for the 9th race of Season 3 of the SCRL Busch Grand National Series. Our points leader, Check a White Line, leading us to the green flag. Start beside her is the 88 of Rowan Marmot. Rest of the starting lineup for today's race. As you can see, our first two drivers, starting 1 and 2, that's where they finished in the last round at Nashville. So White Line enters this race with a 58-point lead over Chase Miller. Chase Miller is starting in the 15th spot. Of course, the Langley Field Speedway, the 0.395-mile oval. In Season 1, Jack Legacy won this race. Jack, of course, is starting back in 20th. White Line is the defending race winner. She is starting first. Entering this race, White Line has won 3 times this season. She's won the last 2 races at Orange County and Nashville. She has a chance to win 3 in a row here. If she can win at Langley, she's already tied with 3 other drivers for winning 3 races in a row. Bulldog 67, Daniel Grachach, and Nick Kerley. White Line is, of course, the 4th driver. So if she can somehow win today's race, she will tie history once again. She become the first driver to win 3 races in a row twice. And if she can win today, she will head into the next race at the Milwaukee Mile with a chance of winning 4 in a row. But first, we have to get past this race here at Langley Field. And now, for those most famous words in motorsports.
Drivers, start your engines!
The field is rolling off to begin our lone pace lap. Doesn't look like anybody's having any problems. 20 laps will once again be the distance for today's race. Pace car has pulled in. Pull the belts tight. One more time. We are racing 20 laps here at the Langley Field Speedway. White Line leads us to green. You see Rowan Marmot actually beat her to the start-finish line. Can he clear going into turn number 2? Looks like he will. So move Rowan Marmot into the race lead. And he cuts down in front of White Line, so he will assume the race lead. And Rowan, for the second race in a row, leads lap number 1. Can he keep a hold of that race lead, though? We will see. He held it for 16 straight laps at Nashville before he got passed. So we'll have to see if White Line can close in on him. Al Legacy battle and Dillian Haberman for 3rd. Dillian will lose 3rd place to Al Legacy. There comes Darlington race winner, Sam Oskin. It's been a quiet season for Oskin despite him winning that Darlington. He hasn't been doing much, but a good, solid season for that 23 team. For those of you that are asking where are the other part-time drivers, they will return in the next round at the Milwaukee Mile. And they'll be here as well for Dover and Charlotte. So the next 4 or 5 races, you will see both the full-time and part-time drivers competing. Here comes the 07 of Jeff White around the 7 of Lazy Batar. This will be for 6th. Jeff White and his mostly unsponsored 07 entry. Having a good quiet run here inside the top 10. Maybe in the top 5 he can get past Sam Oskin. Battle up front is not much of a battle as Rowan Marmot continues to hold the race lead. This looks basically like what we saw in Nashville. Rowan, White Lion, and Legacy. But this time it's Al Legacy, not Jack. Speaking of Jack Legacy, where is he? He is currently 3rd to last. Yeah, it's just how this series is. Sometimes you'll be starting up front, sometimes you'll be starting in the back. It all depends. Battle for position, Kristen Russell making a move on Finn Smith, our Daytona and Richmond race winners. And you see Sam Oskin trying to pass Dylan Abraham in. This will be for 4th. Not able to get around him. This is a very tight track to pass on. As Kristen Russell continues to battle Finn Smith. We will have 11 laps to go this time by. As Kristen Russell makes the pass. But Finn Smith fighting hard on the outside. No change up front. Rowan still has a 9,000th of a second lead. We'll keep an eye on this battle right here. This is the most that's going on right now. And you see Chase Miller has actually moved himself inside almost the top 10. He's now in 12th. Back up front, nothing's going on, really. Rowan Marmot leads us at halfway. 10 laps down, 10 laps to go. I mentioned in the last race, Rowan Marmot was batting 1,000. He won a pole. He won a race that same time. His streak broke last time. He lost at Nashville. He comes here to Langley. He starts second. He gets a good jump at the start. He passes White Lion, and he has led every single lap, which has happened several times this season. But the race is not over yet. Anything could happen. He could blow up. He could crash. He could have a caution. It could ruin it. You never know. So this race is far from over as we have 7 laps to go. Chase Miller going for P11. Of course, where she is running right now, White Line will maintain her race lead, her championship points lead. As Blaze is trying to pass Jeff White. This is for 6th. White Line has closed in 1,000th of a second. The lead is now 7,000ths of a second. White Line trying to keep her streak alive, trying to win 3 races in a row, to try and go to the next race at Milwaukee Mile and try and go for 4 in a row. White Line has won at Milwaukee, so she's very dangerous there. But Rowan is also very dangerous because he is so successful when he starts out front. He won at Phoenix. He won at Watkins Glen on the Twisted Road course. He won the pole in the last round at Nashville. He could have, probably would have, should have won that race, but White Line was just so fast. Today, Rowan starts 2nd place. He gets such a good run off of turn number 2. He's able to maintain the race lead. Now, White Line has never been able to catch him. With 3 to go. Lead is back to 8,000ths of a second. If a caution comes out, the race will be over. Into turn number 4. 2 laps to go for Rowan Marmot. In his 2nd full-time season. Into turn number 3. Into turn number 4. White flag, 1 lap to go for Rowan Marmot. No challenge from behind. He has a 1-second lead. Into turn number 1. Into turn number 2. Coming into the Busch Series, he has won twice at Phoenix and Watkins Glen. He's going to add career win number 3. First in the Busch Series, Rowan Marmot wins here at Langley Field. And Blaze just blows up right as he crosses the start-finish line. So that engine was just good enough. Here are your race results. Rowan Marmot scores his 1st win of the season. 2nd, Checo White Lion. 3rd, Al Legacy. 4th, Dylan Abraham. 5th, Samuel Oskin. 6th, Blaze Ivatar, who blew up on the last lap. 7th, Jeff White. 8th, Kristen Russell. 9th, Finn Smith. And 10th was Ty Dent. Chase Miller climbs back up to 11th, so he will still lose the point. Well, he's already lost the points lead, but he'll lose a little bit of ground to White Lion. Rest of your race results, we had all 25 drivers finish the race on the lead lap. No one was out. Well, that is it here for Langley for the 9th race of the season. We'll take you to victory lane for the first time this season with Rowan Marmot. There isn't one. Here are your point standings after the 9th race of the season at Langley. Checo White Line is still our points leader. She has a 98-point lead over Chase Miller. 3rd is Sam Oskin, 117 points behind. 4th is Finn Smith, 130 points behind. And 5th is Al Legacy, 134 points behind. That is your point standings after the 9th race of the season at Langley Field. We'll next see you for round number 10 at the Milwaukee Mile. And until then, keep the hammer down, and I'll see you at the track.